Yeah, this that Soho fever. Hey. Oh, yeah. Can make a Tuesday feel like a Saturday. I gotta separate myself from all the sparkling cider. Hey. Champagne. Some take lemons and make lemonade, and some take grapes and make champagne. So pop that main and smell the aroma, fruit, and complexity. I'm high quality, so they got a bottle me.
The Ram Jam TV show, where we're bringing you random acts of music from independent artists worldwide. I'm your host, Melody Gamble. Today, we have Money on Your Mind financial specialist. We will sit down with financial consultant and host of Inflation Busters Accelerated Radio, Nathaniel McCall. It's an exciting day, but first, let's get started with this video. Sit back, get knowledge, and enjoy. This is Ram Jam.
The dream is that you have. I don't care how disappointing it might have been as you've been working toward that dream. That dream that you're holding in your mind, that it's possible. That some of you already know that it's hard. It's not easy. It's hard changing your life. That in the process of working on your dreams, you are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain. There are moments when you're going to doubt yourself and say, God, why is this happening to me? I'm just trying to take care of my children and my mother. I'm not trying to steal or rob from anybody. Why did this have to happen to me? For those of you that have experienced some hardships, don't give up on your dream. Their rough times are going to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass.
Greatness is not this wonderful, esoteric, elusive, God-like feature that only the special among us will ever taste. You know, it's something that truly exists in all of us.
It's very important for you to believe that you are the one. Most people, they raise a family, they earn a living, and then they die. They stop growing, they stop working on themselves, they stop stretching, they stop pushing themselves. That a lot of people like to complain, but they don't want to do anything about their situation. And most people don't work on their dreams. Why? One is because of fear. The fear of failure. What if things don't work out? And the fear of success. What if they do and I can't handle it? These are not risk takers.
You spend so much time with other people. You spend so much time trying to get people to like you. You know other people more than you know yourself. You studied them. You know about them. You want to hang out like them. You want to be just like them. And you know what? You've invested so much time in them, you don't know who you are. I challenge you to spend time by yourself.
It's necessary that you get the losers out of your life if you want to live your dream. But people who are running toward their dreams, life has a special kind of meaning.
When you become the right person, what you do is you start separating yourself from other people. You begin to have a certain uniqueness. As long as you're following other people, as long as you're being a copycat, you will never ever be the best copycat in the world. But you will be the best you could be. I'm telling you to define your value.
That everybody won't see it. That everybody won't join you, that everybody won't have the vision. It's necessary to know that you are an uncommon breed. It's necessary that you align yourself with people and attract people into your business who are hungry, people who are unstoppable and unreasonable, people who are refusing to leave life just as it is and who want more. The people that are living their dream are finding winners to attach themselves to. The people that are living their dreams are the people that know that if it's going to happen, it's up to them.
If you want to be more successful, if you want to have and do stuff you ain't never done before, number two, I'm asking you to invest in you. To invest in you.
Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. That you don't have to go through life being a victim. And even though you face disappointments, you have to know within yourself that I can do this. Even if no one else sees it for me, I must see it for myself.
This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it, period.
No matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it.
I want to represent an idea. I want to represent possibilities.
And some of you right now, you want to be, you know what I'm saying, you want to go to the next level. I want to counsel, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a doctor. Listen to me, you can't get to that level. You can't get to the level economically where you want to be until you start investing in your mind. You're not reading books. I'm challenging y'all to go to conferences. I dare you to invest time. I dare you to be alone. I dare you to spend an hour getting to know yourself. When you become who you are, when you become the person that you were created to be, designed to be who you were designed to be, when you become an individual, what you do is you take yourself and you start separating yourself from other people. I challenge you to get to a place where people don't like you, it don't even bother you no more. Why? Because you're not concerned with trying to make them happy, because you're trying to blow up. You're trying to get to the next level. I need you to invest in your mind. Invest in your mind. If you still talk about your dream, if you still talk about your goal, but you have not done anything, just take the first step.
That you can make your parents proud, you can make your school proud, you can touch millions of people's lives, and the world will never be the same again because you came this way. Don't let nobody steal your dream. After we face a rejection and a no, or we have a meeting and no one shows up, or somebody say, you can count on me, and they don't come through. What if we have that kind of attitude? The car's repossessed. Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day, and say to yourself, it's not over until I win. You can live your dream.
We're back with our Money on Your Mind special. Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Kendra Jackson. I'm delighted to bring to you for the first time on our show, but hopefully not the last, financial consultant and host of Inflation Busters radio program, all the way from Marietta, California. Put your hands together for Nate McCall. Hey, thanks for joining us. Awesome.
My pleasure. All right.
So you're all the way from California. How was your flight?
Flight was great.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a long flight. Yeah. It was nice.
About how many hours from California?
It's about 4.5 hours.
Okay, awesome. We're really excited to have you here today.
I'm excited about being here.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay, so tell us about the Accelerated Radio program.
You know, that's a program, Kendra, that we started about a month and a half ago. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited about it because it gives us an opportunity to inform people about the financial situation that we all are in, and we don't realize we're in it. And that's about what do we do about our money, our currency. You know, a lot of people assume when they put their money in the bank and saving that that's the way to save for their kids' school, education, and they put the money in and stay 10 years, and they come to find out they don't even have any money.
Right.
It's time to pull the money out. Right. And penalties eats it all up.
That's very interesting. Just a few episodes ago, we discussed with our viewing audience establishing financial goals and good ways to set up a financial plan. Can you give our audience a few tips just on how to, maybe get that started and drive their savings a little bit?
Absolutely. You know, one of the things I found out just here recently, and I say recent, it's even for myself, one of the things I found out that putting money in the bank was a mistake. And just recently, it was brought to my attention about this program, about gold. You know, one thing I found out after doing my homework, and I advise everybody to do their homework. One of the things I found out is that if you save correctly in the right product, you can earn money even in our financial crisis that we're in today, that most people don't realize we're in. By purchasing gold and silver. And right now I'm concentrating more on gold because that's the program seems to be working for us at this point.
Right, and it's one of CNBC's top financial investments that,
Exactly. If you look and do a little bit of homework, what you're going to find out is that gold is probably your best bet at this time. You know, people like Robert Kiyosaki, I like listening to people that have money.
Okay.
If people have money, if you're going to follow somebody that's already done this.
Sure.
And one of the things they're saying is that you need to be looking at silver and gold. We have a financial situation that's happening here in the United States with our dollar.
Yeah. Get it.
Yeah, this that Soho fever. Hey. Oh yeah. Can make a Tuesday feel like a Saturday. I gotta separate myself from all the sparkling cider.
sing, and Tommy can't dance. So we're gonna put some ants in their pants.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, sing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they got ants in their pants, they got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Yeah, this that Soho fever. Hey. Oh, yeah. Can make a Tuesday feel like a Saturday.
Back till 1971. I was in college way back then.
Okay.
And what happened was in 1971 that most of the people don't understand what it happened when it happened was President Nixon cut the ties to gold. See, all our money used to be backed by gold. Right. People used to get silver certificates, and if you wanted to, you could take that silver certificate in the bank and get gold.
Wow.
But when he cut the ties from gold, inflation started running crazy. See, back then, in 1971, you could get an ounce of gold for about 45 bucks.
I'm going to back up just a little bit because you're really going, and we really want to hear all of that. In fact, I'm asking you to go into a little bit more detail about our past with gold. But before we do that, tell us a little bit more where we can find your radio station. Let's start there, and then we're going to go back to that part. Okay.
You can go to accelerated.net.
Okay.
And on the West Coast, it's actually 11 a.m., so it'll be 2 p.m. every Saturday. I'm on the radio talking about this program, financial, what you should be doing with your dollars at this point.
Perfect.
And a lot of people are starting to find out that they're making some serious mistakes with their money simply because they tune into the radio station. Because I talk about what we're talking about today every week. I do a presentation there. And so it's exciting to me because people are finally beginning to understand what they need to be doing. And so acceleratedradio.net is where you'll find me every Saturday, 11 a.m. Pacific time and 2 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay. Now at the top of the interview, we started with a video called Dreams.
Dreams.
Can you explain why that's important, dreaming and the process of dreaming?
Absolutely. You know, one of my topics, even when I do presentations outside of the radio station, I always mention dreams. I can go back to my childhood day in Compton, California, where I grew up. I went to junior high school and high school in Compton. And one of the things that I used to do is always dream about some things that I wanted. And I started noticing that a lot of the things that I had dreamed about were starting to happen. I always wanted to go to college. I was a football player, I was an athlete, I got a full scholarship. And because I was the oldest in my family, I felt it was important that I express myself to my brothers, so they started dreaming. And we were blessed enough that all of us wind up going to major colleges playing college football, so we got our education paid for. But one of the things that I took that to another level, when people stop dreaming, and I found out by example myself, that's when all your success stops. You can't dream it, in my opinion. You can't have it.
Okay.
And you could take it now, you know, one of my people that I speak to a lot, and he told me the same thing. He said, you know, I had dreamed of having my own radio station. I dreamed of having this, I dreamed of having that. He said, but I noticed I couldn't do anything until I actually wrote it down.
You know I don't do this usually. Baby, don't you know what you're doing to me? Never love another unconditionally like I love you, girl. You know you're just my style. You're always on my mind. I want you all the time. Come on, get this slow grind. And just so you know, baby, there's no need to rush when you're with me. Tell And the kisses all over your body, I'm feeling the girl. Feeling the girl, yeah. Tell me what I wanna hear. Like music to my ear. And our heart is like a drum. Drop a bomb.
Take me somewhere no one can see. You and me is where I wanna be. And I'll always need you so. Love my body all night long. Where you want it. The way we flow together is iconic. I'll never see the point of letting go of you, baby. 'Cause only you tell me something that you wanna do. Come on, 'cause I need you. Oh baby, I'm ready. I hope you're ready for me. Feeling the girl, yeah. 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 Sexy, the way you look's a blessing. Interesting, is that you only want me, yeah. And I'll always want you so. So when you touch me, do it slow. The way you want it. The way we flow together is iconic. I'll never see the point of letting go of you, baby. 'Cause only you tell me something that you wanna do. Come on, 'cause I need you. Oh baby, I'm ready. I hope you're ready for me. Feeling the girl, yeah. 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 Feeling the girl. If you really feel the girl, your body to the rhythm now. Put your hands on the waist, everybody in the place. Do it now. Feeling the girl, yeah. Feeling the girl, yeah. Feeling the girl, 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 feeling the girl.
I'm feeling the girl. Feeling the girl.
Yeah, this that Soho fever. Hey. Oh yeah. Can make a Tuesday feel like a Saturday. I gotta separate myself from all the sparkling cider.
The first day stepping on the court, I couldn't keep up. That motivated me to step up my game. When I reach a goal, I set a new one the next day. The best feeling is getting to a place you've been fighting for. Tennis taught me to never give up in anything. School, sports, life. Your opponent has to earn their victory. Nothing in life is guaranteed, so education is important. Going to college is one of my biggest goals. I can't wait. Mastering the court takes persistence. So does getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
Body language. Without saying a word, it can tell you so much. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time. Time to call 911 immediately. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment, and that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Learn the body language, the sudden signs, and spot a stroke fast.
Yeah, this that Soho fever. Hey. Oh yeah. Can make a Tuesday feel like a Saturday. I gotta separate myself from all the sparkling cider.
So even though I was dreaming, I was missing one element. Because we all dream, but we don't get up the next day and write that dream down. We got to write that dream down. If we can write that dream down, things starts to happen. And you will be amazed of what happens when you write it down, because you're looking for it. You say, I haven't got there. You know, even if, for an example, you don't quite get there, you're still ahead of the game. You see, we're gonna make it because I'm starting the right way. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that if we don't dream, you can't have it. I really believe that.
What's even more amazing about that process is one thing that I like to do with my kids is sit down and do a dream board. So at the beginning of the school year, we'll sit down and say, what are your goals as far as school? What are you going to do? And we'll spell it all out on this board. And it's amazing when you can go back and look and say, did that.
Exactly, your own little checklist.
And you can see it every day, but it's kind of like subconscious, so you don't think about it, and you're not like, I'm going to go out and accomplish this today. Not necessarily. It just sort of happens, and when you see those dreams come to pass, it's amazing.
You know, what you just said is a perfect example of working your dream. And that's what I call working a dream. See, even though you don't know it, subconsciously you are working your dream because you know that's what you're supposed to be doing. Whether it's getting that education or learning that trade, whatever it is, you're going to be doing those things to get you to your goal. And I set goals, and I'm going to tell you, I set some high goals. You know, I know that, and I tell everybody, if you set your goals here, then once you achieve them, you haven't really accomplished what you should have accomplished. Most people, and you'll see in that dream video, it will say most people never accomplish their dream. And the reason why is because they leave it. You know, once you have failures, and one thing that I know too, we're talking about dreaming, is that the most successful people in the world always dream and write those dreams down. They also have a lot of failures. Okay, people that's not successful, they fail and they quit. Successful people have 1,000 times more failures than the ones that's not doing anything. The difference is they continue to dream and continue to go. So I just think that's important in our life, that if you're going to dream something, remember there's going to be some failures. There's going to be some disappointments. And there's going to be some things, but you're also going to have some positive things